I found the version of me who never made the mistake that ruined my life. She has everything I lost: my career, my family, the life I was supposed to live. And when I stood in her apartment, breathing in the life that should have been mine, the universe gave me a choice I should never have to make. Her world or mine. Only one survives. Let me tell you how I got here. It started when I woke up in a world that looked almost exactly like mine, but the details were wrong in ways that made my skin crawl. The coffee shop on my corner was the wrong color, my favorite song had different lyrics, and when I checked my phone, the year felt off even though the date was right. I thought I was losing my mind. Stress, exhaustion, finally snapping after years of barely holding it together. But then I saw her across the street. And I knew this wasn't a breakdown. This was real. She looked exactly like me, but she walked differently. Confident, easy, like someone who'd never spent years drowning in regret. She was wearing clothes I couldn't afford anymore, and when someone called her name, she smiled without that crushing weight I carry every single morning. This was me, the version who made the right choice. And I couldn't look away. My feet moved before my brain could stop them, and when she turned around and saw me, the shock on her face told me everything I needed to know. She knew exactly who I was. She walked up slowly, studying my face like she'd been waiting for this moment her entire life, and she whispered, "You're from a different timeline, aren't you?" Like she always knew I'd find her eventually. We sat in a quiet park, two identical strangers trying to make sense of the impossible, and as I told her about my timeline, the accident, the choice I made, the years of consequences, I watched her face change. Not shock, guilt. Then she told me about her life, about the moment she chose differently than I did, and every word felt like a knife twisting deeper because she got promoted in the job I was fired from, and the person who left me still calls her every Sunday to check in. And our family, the one that hasn't spoken to me in years, just visited her last weekend for dinner like nothing ever happened. That's when she asked me the question that changed everything. "Do you want to see it? My life. Do you want to see what yours could have looked like?" I should have said no. I knew I should have said no. But I said yes. Her apartment felt like walking into a memory I don't have but somehow recognize. Warm light that makes everything feel safe, photos of people still proud to know her, and there on her desk was a framed picture of her with the mentor who used to believe in me, someone I haven't spoken to in 3 years. And standing there, I felt something dangerous growing in my chest. Not envy. Belonging. Like I was finally home after years lost in the cold. She was watching me carefully, and the way she looked at me, I knew she was thinking the same thing. What if I just stayed? Took her place, slipped into her life like putting on clothes that always fit, and she disappeared into my broken world instead. No one would know. I'd have everything back. That's when the first crack appeared, not in the wall but in the air between us, this impossible fracture that shimmered like reality itself was splitting open. The lights flickered wrong, like the universe was glitching, struggling to hold both of us in the same space. I felt it then, this pulling in my chest, like something was trying to drag me back to where I came from. That's when the visions hit me. Flashes of my original world collapsing, my friends' faces dissolving into static, buildings crumbling into nothing, the sky going dark like someone was erasing it piece by piece. Every second I stayed in her world, mine was dying, and the people I left behind had no idea they were fading. She saw my face and understood immediately, and when she spoke, her voice cracked. "The timelines can't hold both of us. One world has to collapse. Stay here, and her world dies. Go back, and I watch her keep living my dream." And here's what made it unbearable: the look on her face. She was terrified I'd choose to stay, but there was also this tiny, shameful part of her that hoped I would. Because then, she could slip into my world instead. Broken as it is, at least she'd still exist. The cracks were spreading faster, spider-webbing across reality, and I could feel time running out. I thought about waking up tomorrow in her bed, living her perfect life while my old world just disappeared, like a dream I couldn't quite remember. Everyone I ever knew, erased. Everyone who ever cared about me, gone. No guilt, no evidence, no one left to accuse me. Just me, living the life I deserved all along. She reached out, her hand hovering near mine, not quite touching, giving me one last chance to choose her world, to choose this life, the one we both knew should have been mine. The cracks were everywhere now. I had maybe 10 seconds before the universe made the choice for me. 2 identical faces, 2 complete lives. One has to end. And I had to decide which world dies. So I need you to tell me, if you were standing there, seeing what I saw, feeling what I felt, could you walk away from the life you always wanted? Could you go back to your broken world and save people who might not even deserve it? Or would you take the life that should have been yours? Tell me in the comments, because I genuinely need to know what you'd choose. And remember, parallel worlds aren't as far from you as you think. For more impossible choices, subscribe to Echo Myra Studios. We're just getting started.